and tired of relationship labels because we're not married and we call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm 60 years old, so I'm sitting there like, girlfriend, it's not like I'm a teenager. But my friends are like, well, why don't you just marry her and make it easier? And I said, well, been married once, been there, bought the t-shirt, and I'm still paying for the t-shirt, so I'm done with that.
The Top Gun movie Maverick came out. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? It was a good movie, yeah. Here's the thing. For 4 years, I have been playing Part 2 Top Gun in my house because my doctor gave me a CPAP, and I don't know if you know what that is. It tries to keep you alive, but you look like a fighter pilot. And my wife looked at me, she said, that's the most unsexiest thing you can wear to bed. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I went to the doctor for. I said, I don't want to die, but give me the most unsexy thing to not get me laid any more than what I don't do while I'm married. And he's like, he said, well, you gotta wear it. And I was like, okay. So I lay in bed and I just look at her and I talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Now, my wife does not know movie quotes at all. She does not. And I was just over there going, permission to buzz the tower. She looked over at me and she goes, negative, Ghost Rider, that pattern is full. I'm telling you, I don't know if I was more excited that she knew the quote or the fact that I got turned down my sex by the quote from the movie.
I also did a show up in New York, and the one famous comedian Louis C.K. came by and did a surprise set. And he even talked to me afterwards. He was like, you were great, TJ, but you need to stop cutting so much. I was like, F you, CK.
So, I want to be abducted by an alien. Anybody else? Raise your hand if you want to be abducted by an alien. I know you hear all the bad stuff with the anal probing and the cattle mutilations. What? But I'm willing to take one for the human race just to see what the aliens are up to. I mean, they travel millions of light years to get to Earth, so they have to have a good reason for doing it, right? I would probably say, hey, while you're back there, why don't you check for polyps? I got a colonoscopy that's coming.
My relationship with my dad is interesting. He was actually a Navy SEAL, and my grandfather was a Green Beret, and my great-grandfather beat my grandfather. So I have a lot to live up to as a real man, you know. A lot of my dad's military career was like top secret or whatever, but after 6 or 7 vodka cranberries, it became declassified. And one night we were watching Lone Survivor, and we're sitting on the couch watching it, and there's this scene where 2 helicopters are coming in to like rescue the Lone Survivor or whatever, and one of them like gets shot down, crashes, blows up, and then the other one flies away without rescuing the guy. And my dad pauses the movie, looks at me and says, I was on that second helicopter. I was like, what? I found out that night that he got a government paycheck for doing absolutely nothing.
I'm having kind of a rough week. I got an email from HR. Apparently someone filed a sexual harassment complaint against me. Yeah, I was kind of surprised because I'm self-employed. Well, usually when it comes to like the cold weather and everything, like especially when it snows, you get like people doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff around. I remember there was this one crazy, sketchy looking dude that just came up to me and he just went, excuse me, sir, you think you can help me out and build a igloo? I need a place to bang a hooker. I mean, it was just so weird. I was like, need me to help you build an igloo for a hooker? I hope you don't have a wife that knows about this. I mean, like, could you just imagine, like, getting caught for screwing around with a hooker in an igloo? Hello? I'm Joey Greco from the show Cheaters. Sir, we caught you screwing around with a hooker in your igloo. It melted.
When it comes to sex, your parents are the last people you want to have a conversation with. And I've learned that most parents, they latch on to one phrase, they just repeat over and over and over again. And it's not till you become an adult that you realize it's a crock of shit. When a man and a woman love each other very much. Now look, I'm not saying people in love don't have sex. It's just that most of the time, there's other factors involved. Like, I think a more realistic answer would be, well, when a man and a woman lower their standards very much, or in my case, it's when a man gives a woman money in a hotel room. That's usually how that tends to end for me. Yeah, and don't worry, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you're thinking. The answer is $600. Now,
Hey, hey.